The obsolete clock, why America's 9-to-5 work culture must evolve. The traditional American workday, characterized by the rigid 9-to-5 schedule and the formal attire it often demands, is a relic of the 20th century. While this structure once served the needs of an industrial and geographically centralized economy, it now actively harms productivity and well-being in the modern, digitally connected era. The persistent adherence to this model, marked by insufficient paid time off, PTO, and inflexible timing, has created a widespread crisis of employee burnout, signaling that this system is fundamentally outdated. The time has come for mainland U.S. work culture to abandon its outdated clock in favor of human-centered models that prioritize flexibility, autonomy, and work-life balance, as successfully demonstrated by alternative approaches like Hawaii's island time. The most critical symptom of the outdated 9-to-5 system is the epidemic of employee burnout. Data consistently shows that high-stress, rigid work environments, coupled with the always-on culture enabled by technology, lead to emotional exhaustion and decreased engagement. By demanding presence during specific hours, regardless of the task or the employee's natural energy cycle, the 9-to-5 model treats time as a measure of discipline rather than output. This approach is not only detrimental to individual mental health, with research estimating millions of employees suffering from chronic stress and exhaustion, but also severely compromises organizational efficiency, leading to costly turnover and presenteeism. The idea that all knowledge and service workers must be tethered to a desk for 8 contiguous hours is no longer a sustainable way to operate. Consequently, the demand for flexible hours and robust PTO has moved from being a luxury benefit to a baseline necessity for attracting and retaining talent. In a world where personal health, family care, and mental well-being are recognized as vital components of performance, the ability to control one's schedule is paramount. Flexible scheduling allows employees to manage life's inevitable complexities, from medical appointments to child care, without sacrificing their professional commitments. Similarly, comprehensive paid time off, often standard in other industrialized nations, provides the necessary time for deep rest, recovery, and preventing the very burnout that costs U.S. businesses billions annually in lost productivity. A compelling illustration of a successful, alternative employment rhythm is found in Hawaii's distinct business environment, which often operates on what is colloquially known as island time. This cultural approach emphasizes relationships, patience, and well-being over strict, minute-by-minute punctuality. In practice, this often translates to highly flexible hours, a greater prioritization of work-life balance, and, notably, a significantly relaxed dress code. Where a suit and tie symbolizes rigidity on the mainland, professional success in Hawaii can be achieved in business casual attire that respects the climate and the local lifestyle. This flexible approach demonstrates that productivity is achieved not through forced formality but through a culture of mutual trust and respect for the employee's quality of life. The stark difference between the past and present is perhaps best encapsulated by contrasting the work mentality of 2005 with that of 2025. In 2005, during the planning or construction of massive urban infrastructure projects, such as the expansion of the Katy Freeway in Houston, Texas, the 9-to-5 system was still logistically relevant. It was tied to physical commute patterns and the need for concentrated, in-office activity. By 2025, however, with the rise of widespread high-speed internet and sophisticated communication platforms, the rigid requirements that justified sitting in traffic or wearing restricting clothing have collapsed. The modern employee is judged by delivered outcomes, not hours logged, making the 9-to-5 model not just inconvenient, but entirely obsolete. The modern economy demands a system as flexible and adaptive as the digital tools that power it. In conclusion, the persistence of the 9-to-5 workday and its associated rigidities represent an outdated philosophy in contemporary American work culture. The devastating impact of burnout, the overwhelming employee preference for schedule flexibility and generous PTO, and the successful application of more relaxed models like island time all point toward the urgent need for structural reform. By embracing flexibility, autonomy, and a greater emphasis on employee well-being, U.S. businesses can transition from a work culture built for the industrial past to one designed for a more productive, sustainable, and human-centered future.